ASX listed company Arizona Lithium Limited with the trading code of AZL is a company focused on the sustainable development of the Big Sandy Lithium project in Arizona, US. In the last 2 weeks, AZL announced that it has accepted $1 million grant from the Arizona Commerce Authority and committed to Arizona to build its technological advanced research and processing facility. Now, we also received news regarding to its completion of the bench-scale test program on its Big Sandy Lithium project, also the progress updates for its Lithium Research Center. Based on these, we're very glad to invite the Chief Technical Officer of the company, Mr. Brett Rick, with us today. With a significant experience in lithium project management and engineering, he will be the driving force for the research facility and definitely the right person who can tell us more about the project. Welcome, Brett.
Hi. Welcome. Nice to be here.
At the very beginning, as the CTO to lead the research center, could you please tell us a bit more about your background?
Sure. I'm an extractive metallurgist, specializing in hydrometallurgy. Going on 25 years now. About half of my career is split in operations management, and the other half in engineering and R&D.
Obviously, you've got extraordinary experience in this industry. So what made you choose Arizona Lithium and what excites you the most?
It's really a unique opportunity. It's a unique company. And with the Lithium Research Center here that we're developing shows that not only are we focused on developing the resource, but we're really focused on developing the technology. And that's something, of course, that interests me very much. And not only developing it for our resources, but other resources as well. And in a very collaborative manner with battery producers, with process equipment. And we don't want to stop there. We want to design the equipment and fabricate it at both a pilot plant and a commercial scale. So it's much more really than just another lithium resource company. We are very heavy on the technology side and are sharing that.
So please give us an overview of the research center and what you hope to achieve with it, and have you designed it?
Sure. Yeah. So the research center, just to give you a breakdown in size, it's about 20,000 square feet. If you want that in meters, I suppose that is about 2,000 square meters. And about 20% of that is just based upon laboratory work, and the remainder is where we will actually construct and demonstrate an entire flow sheet for lithium extraction and a lithium chemical production operation. What the facility will really be is an incubator. So it's going to incubate new technology. We will collaborate with other specialists in the technology space for lithium, as well as process equipment manufacturers, and we will really push the technology in a way that lithium hasn't quite gone yet. It's very new. It took copper and gold decades to develop their technology through heap leaching and solvent extraction, electrowinning. Lithium really has not been around very long, certainly on the scale required for EVs. So we're hoping this facility will push the development of new technology and make lithium much easier for everybody to extract. Not only us, but everybody.
It looks like a very large-scale project. So how long would it take for the construction and when it is expected to the operation stage?
So we'll be operating aspects of the facility by the end of the year. The laboratory equipment is already being ordered as we speak. And the rest of the equipment will be here, start arriving in about November. And we really think we can begin the beginning of an extraction flow sheet, primarily attributed to a sedimentary deposit, before the end of the year.
Good. So as mentioned in the announcement, the lease has been signed for 5 years. Is the research facility a short-term project, or do you think it will continue once you have commenced construction of the main processing plant for the Big Sandy project?
Yes, we have options to extend that and even to purchase the facility as well. So, the facility will be around as long as there's a need for new technology development in lithium extraction. And as battery technology changes, so will the facility. We're also focused on developing best available technology for tailings management, water management for all of these projects. So as long as there's a need to keep improving and keep producing lithium chemicals, the research center will be there. So I think it's going to be there for a long time.
So can you talk broadly about the layout and what sort of testing will occur?
Sure, yeah. So the layout it's about 20,000 square feet. About 4,000 square feet of that is simply analytical laboratory. Every instrument that needs to be in a laboratory to support operation of the facility. So we're talking about ICPs, microwave digesters, particle size analyzers, just the entire array that is required to support the development work. And then the rest of it is a 16,000-foot warehouse with 25-foot ceilings. That's where all of the process equipment will reside and where we will operate a flow sheet from ore all the way to finished product. And not just with sedimentary ore either. We are collaborating with brine technology folks as well, and we'll be processing brine as well.
Oh, sounds great. So as we know that a bench scale test program on Big Sandy was concluded and the scoping study expected to be completed soon. So is this research center built only for the Big Sandy, or will we be testing other materials?
We'll be testing other materials, yes. Yeah, with people that want to collaborate with us and help push the technology to a higher level of performance, we absolutely will be working with other resource owners. We are in the Southwest, and as Elon Musk said a couple of years ago, there's vast amounts of lithium tied up in sedimentary deposits all throughout the Southwest. So obviously, we're in Arizona. We'll have focus on sedimentary and on brine, but we will also have all of the equipment and all the capabilities to process any ore from around the world.
So will this facility will be similar to other research centers or pilot plants or what kind of like technologies and what other things can differentiate it from the peers?
Yeah, this will be differentiated from those others because we are really focused on development of new technology. Now, throughout that process, we of course will be testing ore from our own resources. But the primary goal here is to push that technology, improve the economics of our resources, and improve the economics of other resources as well, especially ones that are still in the development stage.
So about the lithium market, how do you see the lithium market evolving? The supply and demand metrics have been discussed in the press on a regular basis over the last few weeks. Do you have your own opinion on that debate?
I have an opinion from a plant operator and an engineer's perspective, certainly not from a financial analyst perspective. Having operated and designed these operations, there's certainly, they have not been successful over the last 10 or 15 years in terms of meeting schedule and budget and product quality, at least product quality with a high process capability index. I don't see that changing anytime soon. So these forecasts on this big ramp up in supply, if the past is any indication, the ramp is not going to be, I think, as some would predict. And I think we're going to continue to see supply really struggling to meet demand, which is one of the reasons why we are starting the Lithium Research Center. Is we want to use this center to kind of attack some of the barriers that are preventing, wide adoption of EVs throughout the world. And the best way to do that is to get better technology in there, get the prices down, and get the supply up, and then we can all have EVs.
It's a very exciting growth and potential opportunities. Thank you very much for discussing all those topics with us. And we're all very look forward to seeing the construction and operation of the research center, more exactly the contribution it can make for the local community and the value it can bring to the industry. Thank you, Brett, today.
Great. I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.